So we know that when our digestive fire is weak, ama can start to form, the toxins. So what is it that causes ama to form in the first place? Well, it's a whole host of repetitive unhealthy eating habits that cause Agni to weaken and ama to form. And this ama eventually gets lodged into the body and starts the root of many, many health conditions. When ama is present, we are not able to digest the nutrients from the food. So it doesn't allow for the conversion of even the healthy foods that we eat into the right energy and information for our body to function. So let's take a look at the type of habits that we have in our day-to-day that actually cause ama to form in the first place. Well, first of all, if we don't leave enough gap between the meals, and the previous meal is not digested, it's very difficult for the body to digest the new foods. We have to be really careful to not put the fire out. So when Agni is already weak and we actually consume raw or uncooked foods, this can be very difficult for the body to digest because there just isn't enough fire. So if you are experiencing the symptoms of ama, try to avoid eating raw and uncooked foods. We can also think about when we're having foods that are dry or cold, heavy, dehydrated or processed. These are unnatural foods that are difficult for our body to break down. If we are experiencing an urge and we suppress our urges, urge to urinate or urge to defecate, this can also be a causative factor. We really need to be in a pleasant mood. So if we're having any kind of emotional distress, this can also affect the way we're digesting our food. See, our brain and gut is in constant communication in the process of digestion. So if we're having any emotional distress, this will also have a huge impact on the way our digestion takes place. Well, one that we have quite a bit in the West is that of overeating. We actually have way too much food than the body actually needs. Ayurveda has given us an amazing portion control measurement, which is called an anjali. Now this is the amount of food that is suitable for your personalized portion. Now, everybody's hands are different, so your portion will be based on your hand measurements. And in clinic, all my clients always keep their hands wide open, but it's actually supposed to be cupped. It's what actually fits in your cupped hand. So this is the appropriate portion for you. So use that as a rough guideline to know how much food is the right amount of food, so it stops you from overeating. We've actually been given some incredible guidelines to understand the incompatible food combinations that we could potentially have that causes digestive disturbance. And a really good example is something that we have a lot in the West, especially for breakfast, which is a mix of perhaps granola, fruits and yogurt. And we think of them as being very healthy foods. And individually they actually are, but in combination they can actually affect our digestive fire and create ama to form. And a good example of this would be milk and fruits, for example. They digest very differently, and when we consume these items on a regular basis in combination with each other, they can really hamper the digestion and eventually lead to chronic health issues such as skin or respiratory conditions. So we want to, as much as possible, avoid foods that have an incompatible quality. Fish and dairy is another option, and this could be seen in things like fish pie, cheese and tomato, technically and Ayurvedically incompatible food items, but yet we find that in all our foods. So you can read a lot more about incompatible foods in my book, Ayurveda, Ancient Wisdom for Modern Wellbeing.